All right, everybody. Woo. Welcome back. Oh boy, I am on cloud 9 right now. I can't express how insane that was. I just didn't expect that to happen. But otherwise, let's talk about Montezuma's Revenge on the SMS. And this game, I personally think, is the hardest game on the system so far. Now, I've beaten close to 50 of the North American library, but this one, I feel, and by the way, it doesn't have music, so if you're wondering why there's no sound effects, it once you start the game, then you'll hear sound effects. It only plays a little bit of music when you get items, so it's not, the game's not broken. So this game is pretty hard, but I discovered a way of beating it purely with jank, and you guys are welcome to do this. So I'll show you what I did. We're going to restart the game before we start our timer. Okay, and then I will start the timer once I hit start here. Yeah, this game is crazy. This has to be the hardest game on the system. But we will see when we beat all of them, right? Okay, so I'm going to start here. Once he goes in there under Frylock, and the screen goes black, I'm going to start the timer. And I'll show you what you do. And start. Okay, so all you have to do really is hit back and forth. Okay, like this. And up and down. You gotta do like an up and down. Oh, it's really hard. I'll show you. There it is. And you glitch into an invisible rope that takes you all the way to the end of the level. And then you do this death spiral. And so what'll happen here, this is the last part of the first level. You will do this death spiral until the screen ends, and then you go to level 2. So yeah, this is how you beat Montezuma's Revenge. It's very janky. Yeah, it's 10 out of 10. Now you can improve the speed run if you're able to get on the rope, because if you go down, I'll show you in the next level. There's a small area that's hidden that you can jump from and then go to the end of the level, and you're not stuck in this death spiral, as I call it, where you have to wait and wait and wait. And there's a point here when the game starts to glitch a little bit, and that's when you want to hit your buttons, because you actually can soft lock the game. So once it starts to kind of glitch out a little bit, you're going to want to hit back and forth and 1 on your Master System controller. It's going to happen. It's probably best practice just to start doing it anyways. Once the spikes, the wooden spikes, reach the top, and then you're going to be very disappointed by the ending. There you go. You're glitched. Then you just move around a little bit. See how this beautiful sprite work. And then once your guy stops, it should fade, and then you go to the second level. And now the game's really glitched. Look at that. Now you're just a big glitchy blob hanging on the side of a Mayan temple. And then you start level 2. And now you just do the same thing. You go back and forth really quick. Oh, I just had it. And then all you do is hit back and forth like this. You get on the invisible rope, you go up, and then you go down, and then right about here you want to jump. It's really hard to pull off. If you miss it, you go into the death spiral. So you have to figure out where the rope ends exactly and hit right and jump, and you actually can jump and finish the level a lot faster. Otherwise, you got to sit through the death spiral every time, and this really kills your speed run. So need some Tylenol. You know, what's funny, lady, there is a lot, almost all the games have some form of jank in them. I've noticed since trying this mission of beating all of them, they all have some form of jankiness. Like, I really could have done like 10 games, but I have the world record on these 2. So I wanted to do ones that, like, at least I could say, like, here's how you beat it, because I want more people to run these games. Good luck with Afterburner. My God, that's could be hard to beat, but I really want everybody to start running that game as well. And this one. This is all of a matter of figuring out where the hidden rope part that you can jump. instead of starting the death spiral. So you don't think it's how you're supposed to play the game? Well, I attempted to beat this game legitimately, and about 19 hours in, I was like, couldn't even get to the last level. The game gets darker, which means pitch dark. The last level is in complete darkness. You have to memorize in your head all the jumps. As you can see now, the screen's more glitched. Part of my body is up there above the temple, right next to Frylock. And now we are on level 3. So let's go. All right, back and forth. There we go. Oh, back and forth. You gotta hit it. Gotta activate it. Oh, it's really hard sometimes. You don't always get it. There's like a sweet spot. I always felt like the third level was harder to get this activated with. Oh no. And I discovered this because I have a broken Master System controller and it always hits down randomly. And then when I was on this, all of a sudden my guy was like floating up and I was like, what? And so I started just playing around with this a little bit. This is a terrible run now. There we go. Oh, it's so hard to activate. Once you get it, you stop here, you go down, try to find that part, and then jump. Oh! Death spiral. So, Alf wasn't too bad. Oh god, Alien Syndrome? I don't know. Alien Syndrome's rough. But Alf was okay. Alf took a lot of heat that it didn't deserve. Because it's like, it's not a good game, but it's not the worst on the system. I've definitely played a lot more that are far worse. And it tries to be some form of a platformer and almost like a point and click. And it's really weird. And it has a little bit of charm because it's so weird. I think people hate on Alf a little too much, personally. I think you want to play a bad game on the system, one of the worst, play Great Football. That game is atrocious. Atrocious. No, Great Golf was okay. I didn't like Great Basketball. Great Basketball was awful. All right, right here you can kind of, might be able to glitch them early so that it stops the death spiral. But you really got to hit back and forth and just the buttons, 1 and 2. Oh, you stopped. So when this happens, you're kind of screwed because now it won't stop until, now you got to wait for it to completely run out. There it goes. Once the screen changes color, then it goes on to the next level. This can soft lock you though, so you got to be careful. There's our weird blob glitchy mess there at the bottom of the stairs. Yeah, Great Basketball's terrible. So, all right, let's go. Sometimes you get it fast. We're already on level 7. Look at that. Why I thought it was level 3. Weird. I think we started at I think we showed, you can choose up to level 6 when you start. So I think we accidentally started at a later level. But it's really just all this. I want to get the jump. Ah! The jump's so hard to do. Great Golf was okay. It just the loading every time you had the swing was annoying. I like that you throw the sand in the air and stuff. It's playable though. Like I could play Great Golf with somebody and it'll be okay. I cannot play Great Football because it's not 2 players. And Great Basketball is one of the biggest broken messes of a basketball game I've ever played in my life, where it's literally just fouling. I'll use foul, 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 foul. And so Great Volleyball kind of grew on me. It's super hard, but it's not that bad. I mean, I give it a 4 out of 10. I have a spreadsheet. I kept track of everything, how long every game took me to beat, my rating of it, the difficulty rating, and I have notes and stuff. So if you want to come check that out, just watch my stream when I ever come on doing SMS games, and you can read all of my stats so far. I ranked this one the hardest game so far on the system, outside of this glitch. If you actually legitimately try to beat this game, you have to practice, I think, for like a long time. There we go. We got a good glitch right there, so it should end. There we go. It ends sooner there if you're able to glitch. All right, now our guy is there. Looks like a smashed bug on a windshield. So, certain internet personality, that is true. That is true. Ghostbusters, I haven't crossed paths with that yet. All right, back and forth here. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Panama Joe. Is his name Panama Joe? Yeah, I think so. It's really... Oh. And I don't know exactly how you trigger it. I know you just kind of finagle with your directional pad, left and right, and then he just ends up on it. Sometimes I want to hit up. There we go. Let's try for the jump. About here. Ah! It's so hard to pull off that jump. Choplifter? Ooh, Alien Syndrome was really hard. Deep guacamole now. Heck yeah. I know I have to cross paths with Choplifter. But, you know, this game so far. Because I can't beat this game without using this glitch. Like, that's just the honest truth. I tried my best and it is so hard. This game is so relentlessly hard. And it's not a bad game. It's just very difficult. And it's obviously a port from the Atari version. And it's great if you like, because you have to be pixel perfect pretty much from like stage 7 on. Everything you do has to be perfect through every stage, and you have to memorize all the different spots, and then the game makes the stages more and more pitch dark. So there's a lot of times you just have to go through areas and know when to jump and what to avoid in pitch darkness, which is wild. Absolutely wild. Oh, come on. I'm trying to glitch. Come on. Activate. Oh, my guy's broken up all over the screen now. Look at that. Come on. I still can't believe we did that afterburner. I can't believe it. Oh no, there we go. See, that was a late glitch. Oh, now I'm just a little piece in the sky. Look at me. It makes me laugh every time how like your guys glitch differently on these little like cutscenes. All right, stage 9. Let's go. Almost. I really wish I knew exactly like if I could trigger the button. Somebody did this on a task. I've noticed like they were able to do it every time after I discovered it. I was like, am I the only one that knows about this? Turns out no, people knew about this, but on the task, they just walk over like this and go bam, and just they activate the rope glitch. But come on. Why are you gonna do this to me? Now that the pressure's on. Get up there, Panama Joe! Thunderblade was actually pretty difficult too, but that game, I like that game. Now we can't even start it. There we go. Thank goodness. All right, let's see if we can get the jump. Stop right here. Oh! You have to be at the very edge of it. I was trying to inchworm my way down and then jump over, but yeah. Yeah, Alpha is tough. Like, if you don't know what to do. Also, the game can actually, it's got that little hidden, like, just quickly game over you if you don't know. And you're like, that's cheap. What a cheap way to, like, force a death. I think about King's Quest, right? Which is the same people who made this game also created King's Quest. It's Parker Brothers. I mean, King's Quest had, like, literally could die any 5 seconds, anywhere, any direction, any wrong turn. But I really liked King's Quest. I thought it was charming. I think it was an impressive take for a point and click on a console, especially the Master System. So, I like that game. And I think they only made 3 games. This, Parker Brothers, this, King's Quest, and Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, I think. At least for the American release, the North American release of the system. So, come on, let's glitch. There we go. It was a good glitch. Nice glitch separation there. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, this is not the most exciting with the run, but this is definitely super jank. All right, only 2 more levels left. See if we can just activate this fast. Whew, it's rough. Come on. Let's go. Come on, Panama. Come on, PJ. There we go. Got roped up. All right, I'm seeing jump. Jump. Ah, death spiral. Well, you can see the ending. It's coming. But yeah, this is a very challenging game. It's very rewarding, though, once you figure it out, but also extremely frustrating. So, yeah, they did own the rights, but it wasn't one of these interesting white cartridges because, you know, a lot of the Master System games have the red. But this game, Montezuma's Revenge, King's Quest, and Where in the World Was Carmen Sandiego have the white top. So I think Parker Brothers did probably create Monopoly, but I think these games weren't published by Sega. But I think they did publish Monopoly. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm curious. I'm sure there's more Parker Brother games, perhaps outside of the US library. But I think this was a third-party release. There we go. That was a good glitch. All right, last level, everybody. Wish me luck. Do. There we go. There we. Oh, we had it. Oh, we had it again. There it is. Let's go to the promised land. One last try at this jump. Well, there you go. There's a... This is the final death spiral. Yeah, Carmen Sandiego. I don't own that game. It'll be I'll get that in the future. But yeah. See what I'm talking about? This white, for people who don't know, here's like the white label, Parker Brother Games, and here's like the actual Sega released. You notice there's a difference there? It says Parker Brothers here. Here it says Sega. So I think it's just the publisher. I'm sure Parker Brothers created games that Sega published, but I think the ones that Parker Brothers published only came on the white label. So great game, by the way. King's Quest is fun. It's very silly. But, yeah. Here comes the end of the game, everybody. And ultimately, if you're doing this run, you want to stop the second the screen fades out and it shows the temple, would be the end of the run, because it's just going to repeat itself. There's no real game over. So, let me get a glitch right here. Oh, we glitched off screen. Last time I did that, it soft locked. That would be awful. Let's see. And then, once it goes black, there you go. And your guy's completely gone now. So, that is the complete run of Montezuma's Revenge on the Sega Master System. And as you can see, it just resets to level 11. So, you just play the last level over and over. That's the ending you get. So, there you go, everybody. Montezuma's Revenge. Yeah, very similar to the Atari version. Yeah, Panama Joe's gone. He bounced. But thank you guys. This is awesome. I appreciate it. I can't believe we got a world record. I don't know how I'm going to do what I'm going to do at the time, because the time is weird on it, but I guess like you just start it and stop it where the rules are. But yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this, everybody. I had a blast and I look forward to watching more. So Gene Vic's next. I hope I pronounced that correctly. So stick around for that and everybody else during the JANKUARY 2026 Retro Gaming Live TV event. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, and I'll see you around.
Goku.
Goku. Goku.
Goku. Goku.